Welcome to NAV Bites by Evo-Soft, where you can learn about Microsoft Dynamics NAV while you are having your morning coffee. Today we are looking at physical inventory journals. Periodically you need to do a stock take where a physical count of all items on the inventory is made. The physical count should then be checked against the quantity held in the database. If there are any discrepancies, the system then needs to be updated. This is normally done at period end so that the general ledger will give a true valuation of inventory. Business Central uses the physical inventory journal to assist you with the stocktake process. Search for physical inventory journals. At the top of the page is a batch name. If you have multiple people who are doing the count or want the count divided into different sections of your stock, then it is a good idea to have a batch for each counter. To do this, click on Assist Edit and create as many batches as you want. I have created a batch per location. Select your batch and click OK. Next, you need to populate the batch with the items to count and their inventory figures as held in the system. To do this, go to the Process section of the ribbon and click on Calculate Inventory. This opens an options page where you can set filters to calculate inventory for certain items, bins, locations or dimensions. The posting date specifies the date for the posting of this batch job. This is defaulted to the work date. The document number specifies the number of the document that is processed by the report or batch job. Items not on inventory allows you to choose if you want to bring in items that are not currently on inventory, that is, items with an inventory quantity of 0. Include items without transactions specifies if journal lines should be created for items that are not on inventory and are not used in any transactions. By dimension allows you to choose what dimensions you want the batch job to consider. In the Items section you can choose an item filter, for example, item number, shelf number, or item category code. You can also add filters for locations or bins. Select the options you want and then click OK. The quantity calculated is the stock on hand that the system holds for this item. Quantity physical inventory is the quantity you have found in your physical count. If you want to hand your count as a print of the allocated items, you can produce this by going to Print. There is an option at the top where you can choose if you want to show the calculated quantity of the items or not. This allows you to do a blind count if you prefer. Counters can now proceed to count inventory and record any discrepancies on the printed reports. When the count is completed, reopen the correct batch of the physical inventory journal to adjust the quantities. The quantity physical inventory column is initially filled with the quantity calculated. If your count gives you the same quantity as the calculated quantity, then you do not need to make any changes to the line. If, however, your physical count has given you a different figure, you must overwrite the quantity physical inventory with the correct figure. As you overtype these figures, the entry type will change to positive or negative adjustment, and the quantity is filled with the relative change that will be made during posting. In this batch, we'll be doing a negative adjustment of 2 Paris guest chairs, 1 St. Moritz storage unit, and a positive adjustment of 5 Innsbruck storage units. Once all the new quantities have been entered, then click on Posting and Post or Post and Print. During posting, both item ledger entries and physical inventory ledger entries are created. These can be viewed on the item card. Thank you for watching. Please go to our website and look out for more NAV Bites next time you are having coffee.